What's up guys, it's Mark from Silence Tech, back again with another video. Today we're looking at the Asus Strix GTX 1070 Ti. After a quick roundup, we're going to test its performance to see if it's even worth picking up over a regular GTX 1070. Right now the Strix 1070 Ti is priced around $500 US or 500 UK pounds, slap bang in the middle of the Strix 1070 and 1080, no surprises there. With 2432 shader cores, it's pretty close to the GTX 1080. Strangely, Nvidia have purposely restricted the card to the same 1607 MHz base clock across all manufacturers straight out of the box, but it doesn't mean you can't overclock it yourself. In fact, the card overclocks extremely well, which I'll get into a little bit more later in the video. First up, taking a look at the card, there's nothing new to see here, apart from a massive heat sink taken from the 1080 Ti. I'd imagine it's going to be extremely quiet and even cooler than a regular GTX 1070. Apart from that, there's nothing new to really talk about that I haven't mentioned in my previous 1070, 1080 or 1080 Ti Strix review. Asus's triple fan cooler is one of the best on the market, paired with a custom backplate, fancy RGB lighting. The card will fit at home in any PC build, no matter what colour it is. Dimensions: the Strix 1070 Ti takes up 2.5 PCIe slots, plus is extremely long at 295mm and 134mm tall, so it's worth seeing if it will even fit inside your case before buying. The card of course has all the same ports on the back as any other Strix Pascal GPU. SLI is supported and it only requires a single 8-pin PCIe connector for power. Checking out the noise levels, this card is quiet, far quieter than I can ever remember the GTX 1070 being. Thanks to the massive heatsink, heat gets drawn away from the chip with ease. Temperatures while stress testing, the Strix 1070 Ti never hit above 62 degrees Celsius. For the power this card puts out, it's one of the quietest and coolest cards I've ever tested. And here's a noise test under full load. Now let's see how well the card is going to overclock. Using GPU Tweak 2, I managed to get the card at 2037 MHz on the core and 2116 MHz on the memory, before the overclock had diminishing returns. Every time I overclock a Pascal card, it amazes me how easy it is now. To an extent, you might as well just enable OC mode and be done with it. That said, where's the fun in that? And it seems most Nvidia cards are so safe now, it takes all the fun out of overclocking. Anyway, let's see how well it performs fully overclocked against the GTX 1070 and 1080 Strix, as well as a load of other cards from different partners with some benchmarks. Well, that was an extremely easy review today, guys. There's really no need to go into too much detail. The card is so similar to the 1080 Strix, it's definitely worth the extra money over the 1070. If you're after a great 1440p card and are a little unsure whether the 1070 will cut it, paying the little bit extra will in fact give you performance not far behind a stock 1080. Before I started testing this card, I was a little unsure what the point of the 1070 Ti was, but it seems like if you shop around hard enough, there's some great deals on the 1070 Ti, and I can personally recommend one. Anyway guys, my name's Mark from Silence Tech. I hope you've enjoyed this quick performance review. Goodbye.